Next on the Tina Ramsay Show, we'll be interviewing the WYN Conference Dubai speakers international. Tune in this Thursday, Friday, and Tuesday, starting at 5 p.m. EST on the Tina Ramsay Show and podcast.
And just like that, we are back with yet another amazing speaker from the Dubai WYN virtual conference that's going to be taking place December the 9th and the 10th. We had some other speakers that was coming in the room, but due to some time different variations, we may have them on at a later time. However, we have one person that said, hold up, wait a minute. I'm ready. And so she read it. And so we're going to bring her on to the stage, but I'm not going to tell you who it is right now because you know what time it is. It's not time for Netflix and chill. No. It's time for the Tina Ramsay Show and Podcast, the #1 show that is here for family-friendly entertainment, bringing you the best of the best from all around the world, here to motivate you and inspire you to live your best life. We'll be back in a moment with our featured guest.
Welcome to the Tina Ramsay Show and Podcast, a show to motivate you and introduce you to celebrities, authors, singers, coaches, and standout entrepreneurs that are making a positive impact in the world. Men and women coming together to share knowledge, having upbuilding conversations centered around business, wellness, and life. We connect you with some amazing people and opportunities. It's your time to shine, and we help you do that. We love sharing your stories of success and spotlighting you, the entrepreneur. We love to laugh. We love to smile. We love to celebrate you, and we love having fun. So go grab a seat, get a snack, and don't forget your beverage. It's time for you to come share, shine, and grow. Yes, this time for the Tina Ramsay Show. Let's get started with your host, Coach Tina Ramsay.
And we are back, and now it's time for us to bring on the much anticipated featured guest, which is Professor Felicia Golds and Grimes. Let's bring her on to the show. How are you doing today?
I am doing fabulous, and thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, it's truly my pleasure. You have been on our show more than one time, inspiring us in various aspects of business, wellness, and life. So we are just ecstatic that you're a part of the WYN Conference, sharing your expertise yet again on international borders. You crossed over.
Yes, I did.
Yes, so welcome. So when I think of the WYN conference, you exemplify what they're actually looking for. Because when we think about it, for those of you who are just tuning in and you're trying to figure out what is WYN conference, well, it is an organization or a network that bring great minds together from all over the world that have discussions centered around health, life science, physical science, engineering, social science, business, and also empowerment. And they are focusing on this particular one for December the 9th and 10th, empowerment of women. So you will notice we'll be talking about women topics, women issues, and how women can totally elevate and position themselves for now on into the future by giving them the tools and pulling together all of these amazing minds from all over the world to discuss, research, and deliver quality content that will change your life. So, Professor Felicia Golden Grimes, let me tell you, your topic that you're talking about that I know everybody gonna need to be in the room for. You talk about remote work changing the face of business. So what made you want to talk about that? Because life is definitely different now.
Because life is different. All the things we used to do, we no longer do in that same form of fashion. COVID has really changed the face of how we work, what we do, and how we do. And just watching lots of news and listening to people that I work in different industries, and they have all had a major impact in the workforce. And so it's like remote work is one of these areas that before COVID hit, it was like, okay, it's a select group of people that had opportunity to work remotely. Now, when you talk to people, like that's all I want to do. I mean, people are just they will leave their jobs now because they've so gotten accustomed to working remotely. That's what they want to do. They want to be at home. They want to be at home with their families, and they have so many people have different reasons why. But it's changed the face of how businesses run because businesses have actually saved some money because they have remote workers.
That is so true because they don't have to do the expenditures of making sure that this employee has this amount of insurance on them from walking in and out of this facility every day. And it's a whole lot of other different things that come into play. But when I think about what you're doing and how important it is in the now, dealing with what we're facing with COVID, and should like more people want to work from home, like you said. So how do you think, Professor, companies are adapting to this new hybrid model of working from home?
I think a lot of having ongoing conversation discussions, like they're doing surveys, they're having different talks, meetings, interactions with their staff, with the employees to find out what the main need is. Do they need you to come in twice a week, every other week, every 2 weeks, a couple times a month? So it's all different based on who you talk to and where people work at. You know, no one has exact playbook on how this should be done. I think it's really done based on industry and what your environment demands.
I totally 100% agree with you because this is something so new that even businesses are really writing the book, so to speak, now, the guidelines, because this is something that is so new. And like you said previously, this was only for a select amount of people for certain circumstances. Like, say, for example, you had a surgery, but you can do light work. They will accommodate you because of the different laws we have. And they would say, okay, well, you can't come into the workplace, but we can accommodate you remotely from home for an X amount of time. And then after you get well, you got to come back in. But now it's like, no, we need you to work all the time from home. So how does remote working, in your opinion, Professor, change the face of how businesses run?
They're looking at the bottom line. Can it save money? Is it very cost effective? Because in some cases, some people have to provide the technology that's needed to support that group of employees. And sometimes it's cheaper in the long run because you don't no longer have to use their square footage of that brick and mortar. You're saving money on electricity, utilities, and all of that. So there's so many other factors that you don't even consider because a person is working remotely that it could actually streamline how we do business, and then it could be a savings as well.
Wow, wow, wow. So for those of you who are just tuning in, this is Professor Felicia Golden Grimes. She is one of the experts that's going to be speaking on how we do business in the now. If you are a traditional worker working a traditional 9-to-5 job, of course, if you don't know, you know now that the face of how we engage, interact, and have employment has changed drastically. Even schools, because she is also a professor of education as well. So she has experience with colleges, working within the college. So you was really ahead of the game before COVID happened, because you was doing this way before the pandemic was a thought. But now you transition those skills of being in the classroom, the university, the colleges, on into the workplace. So how is that transition? You still teach, but now you're teaching business owners. So how is that for you as a professor?
It's the same thing. I mean, people are people, students are students. And so I worked with adult students most of my career. So it's easy to business coach adults because I use the same methods that I use in the classroom, working with them and really listening to what their needs are to really get them prepared and moving them to propel forward. So
I love it. So, Professor Felicia Golden Grimes, tell the audience how they can connect with you. And if you have any ebooks or different things or coaching or activities that you are doing and you want them to support you on it. And even tell them about any Facebook groups you may have.
Okay, I have a wonderful Facebook group called the Money Detective. Okay. And so right now I have a 10-day challenge to help you save $1,000 in 10 days. So you want to jump on that now because we're at day 4. So you want to come on board. There's very good information that I'm providing you, tips to help you move, to reduce some of this extra spending, especially the holidays coming around. So if you want to connect with me, you can connect with me in the Money Detective group, also on Facebook and Instagram. You can find me up under Felicia Golden Grimes. If you want to really get to know me more and find out about all the services that I provide, you can go to FeliciaGrimes.com. And also you can send me a private message and we can do a coffee chat, a free 15-30-minute coffee chat, get to know each other, see how I can support you, help you, because I am the money detective. I will help you find money that you can't find.
Let me tell you something. She helped me. So you will be surprised at the things that we spend on that we don't necessarily need or forget that we're spending it because it's on auto. It just come out and we're not even paying attention to it. And so what I love about what you're doing, you help us find that money and then you help us build financial wealth and legacy, and you have the education that goes behind it. So Felicia, really pay attention to what Professor Felicia Golden Grimes is doing because she is educating us as business owners, educators on how to maneuver this new landscape of business. If you are a person that's looking for remote jobs, you can get in contact with Felicia Golden Grimes or myself because she actually has 30 that you can actually get from me because I actually have it as well. 30 remote jobs resources within the United States. It's not international, within the United States that you can get a copy from. You can also go to her about multiple different things from estate planning. The list goes on and on. I encourage you to go to FeliciaGrimes.com. That's FeliciaGrimes.com and opt in to her coaching, opt in to her ebooks and anything that she's doing. And make sure if you're saying, well, my money kind of funny, it's a little tight, that's okay. Go hop yourself on over into the Money Detective Facebook group, which is free. She offered it for free to help you get those tips and helps to help you find your money. It's yours. So, Felicia, is there anything else you would like to say? We definitely enjoyed having you on today. You are a busy woman. And I forgot. Tell them about your TV opportunities for people who want to start TV shows.
Oh, absolutely. I have my own network. So if you're interested in being on TV and you want to expand your reach, please contact me because I'm taking on several different categories of shows, different variety of shows. Reach out to me. If we don't have it, we'll probably make it happen. Okay. So definitely, I would love to interact with you, talk to you about it, let you know how it's set up. And so the benefit of you being on TV, because I love TV. Guess what? I'm an IMBD TV producer. So let's go. Let's work together.
Oh, yes. So for those of you who want to be on TV, you can connect with her. For those of you who are entrepreneurs, business owners, and you're trying to figure out how to transition that brick and mortar over into the remote landscape, how can you get more bang for your buck? How can you, as a person that needs to work, but you're trying to transition to remote work, how does that look? And how, because it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve because
it's absolutely a learning curve. And so like if you're able to be open-minded to adjust, you can easily maneuver. But if you don't like working like from home, then it's not going to be for you. I mean, some people have to be around other people. For me, I'm happy being by myself. So I'm good to go on that. But I also want to let your audience know that I'm also a financial educator. So once you understand my background, I have a very diverse background. And so I know a little bit about everything, a lot of different spaces. And so that's why I am a coach, because I can coach people on different areas of their life, like life, business, financial, health and wellness. So I'm kind of like a little bit of everything.
Yes, she that eclectic coach that's giving you what you need. And I would say she's a personal coach as well, because she's very personable with her students on how she customized an action plan for you. I know personally, normally I don't say all of my coaches that I do, but she is one of my coaches, so you're welcome.
Yeah, and I make her stay accountable.
Yes, she does. So this is a special interview because I'm interviewing my coach, one of my coaches, okay? So
a lot of people didn't know that. Okay.
They know now. So anyway, I want to give you all your flowers now, because a lot of the things and a lot of transitions that you are seeing, because I have some amazing mentors and coaches, and Professor Felicia Golden Grimes is one of them. I had to get the best of the best in order to elevate and position what I'm doing to the next level and on international borders. And so I'm ecstatic about her coaching services have helped me as a client. And I feel strongly that she can help you too. So reach out to her because, like she said, she is eclectic. She does multiple different things, but she's qualified in each different area. And the child has so many degrees, it's not even funny. So you'll get to know her in a few minutes. But anyway, again, thank you for coming on the show. Make sure you guys that you tune into the WYN conferences. Again, we have two more speakers that was going to be on today, but due to some time variations and differences, they weren't able to hop on. So maybe we'll be able to get them in to the 7 or 7:30. Make sure to stay tuned, because we're going to be popping on again at about 7:30 with some more speakers from the International Dubai Conference for the WYN. This event is taking place December the 9th through the 10th. It is 2 parts, Dubai and the virtual aspect of it. We encourage all of you to tune into the virtual aspect, because this event is going to be taking complete care of the complete entrepreneur. And this year focus on this event is women empowerment. So again, Felicia, Professor, thank you for stopping by the Tina Ramsay show. I enjoyed you, and you know I'm already in that money detective group, because honey, I need you to help me find some more money.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll talk to you later. And just for everyone who is tuning in, I want you to stay motivated, and I want you to know that the Tina Ramsay Show and Podcast, we got your back. So until next time, we'll see you later. Bye. To be a featured guest on our show, go to theTinaRamsayShow.com. Come share, shine, and grow on the Tina Ramsay Show and Podcast.